I think it'd be very helpful this November for the deplorables to understand what the stakes are. There's anger on the other side. I mean, what we're up against is a quite primal movement. This Time's Up movement that I have been looking at and telling people. I said, hey, this is deeper than the Me Too movement. The Me Too movement is about sexual harassment and women being abused in office places and other things. This Time's Up movement that's kind of superseding that is a fundamental, primal, political cultural movement.
This is the Tea Party equivalent on the left.
It's even bigger than the Tea Party. The Tea Party in 2010, and people forget that we won 62 House seats, really on anger, right? Anger and fear, no money. It was the biggest House, I think, shift since the Great Depression in 1932. I can see that, and I've seen it in Alabama, I've seen it in Virginia, I've seen it in Pennsylvania 18, you saw it the other night with these female candidates. There is a movement, right? This Time's Up movement that is quite profound. And it's right now people say, well, it doesn't have any leaders, doesn't have policies. I said, hey, it's
Is that movement going to defeat Donald Trump?
That movement is not going to defeat Donald Trump if this fall this election is nationalized and you make it an up or down referendum on President Trump and what he's achieved and what he is to achieve his policies. If that is what that's what's happened, if those two forces clash, Trump will win. If the Republican establishment have the way they want to do it and do a congressional district by congressional district around tax cuts here and something else here, I think the Time's Up movement will swamp them. And so I think it's very important that people start to focus on, there's a referendum on Donald Trump, there's a referendum on his presidency. I also think that Mueller and all the reports they're going to do, they'll come out and people will have an ability to vet that, to weigh and measure it, and to vote on November 6th and to say, hey, I've seen the Mueller report. I've seen what he said about obstruction of justice. I've seen what he said about Russian involvement, and we're going to vote on it. And November 6th will be a landmark day in American political history.